Ann Carter joins us today. Ann is a principal of Ratsky-Berline Strategic Communications, and she has been so helpful to Cardinal Sean O'Malley in many ways, among these helping to raise $1.2 million last year for the health and retirement benefits of Boston's active and senior priests. She was co-chair of the annual dinner in celebration of the priesthood, and she joins us today as a member of the 2013 Dinner Committee. Tell us a bit about the plans for the dinner and also why it is so important to support our priests through the clergy funds. Ann, welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be with you. And I know that your work in the nonprofit arena to help various social causes has been great. But in this particular regard, for the support of priests, why is this so important to you?
Well, my work is a privilege, and I would say it's so important to me because various priests have had a really profound effect on my life as a child, as an adolescent, and now as an adult.
How specifically does this annual dinner, celebration of the priesthood, and also the clergy funds really help the church in the Archdiocese of Boston?
I would say it helps in two major ways. The first is that these funds are critically important to taking care of the priests who have taken such good care of us over the years. The second is it's a gathering of the priests of the Archdiocese, the people of the Archdiocese, in one room. I think it's one of the largest events that's held in Boston, where we all get together and say thank you. And I don't think, first of all, to witness that is, and to participate in that is so filled with love and positive energy, and the appreciation that the clergy express back to us for that it's just an incredibly moving experience.
Could you tell us a bit about some of the details this year's dinner? I know it's September 26th.
It's September 26th, and usually what happens is there's a very nice cocktail reception beforehand. We make our way into the dinner. It's a huge room filled with parishioners and also probably more clergy than I've seen in one place in a long time, and a lot of smiling faces. And there's a very nice dinner and a speaking program and usually a video and a lot of laughs and a lot of hugs. It's a great night.
I know this year, too, we're going to be focusing on, in a specific way, priests who have acted as first responders in emergency and combat situations. And I think that's particularly timely among the many ministries that we do as priests. That one has been performed valiantly of late.
Absolutely. I think obviously the marathon bombings presented an opportunity for our priests, a certain number of our priests, to minister not just to the people who were directly affected, but to all of us who were sort of indirectly affected by the trauma that happened in Boston. And it really reminds us that there are priests who are ministering in neighborhoods of Boston where this kind of trauma happens on a much more frequent basis than the news reports. And so we have an appreciation for that. And then there's the trauma that happens in families. There's all kinds of trauma, I think, and this is a moment for us to be more empathetic with each other and also more supportive of the reserve that clergy have to draw on to be there for people at a time when they need to. And this is also a moment where we can then take care of them, because who takes care of the people who take care of us? That's a big moment, I think.
And the dinner itself is a grand old time. How can parishes and parishioners become involved this year?
Well, I think that every year we've had more parishes represented at the dinner, and I think it would be fantastic if every parish in the Archdiocese was represented at this dinner, either by buying a table, by sharing a table with another parish, or by contacting the sponsors, the organizers of the dinner, to say, well, maybe we can't really afford the full price. Is there a way that you can work with us to make sure that we can be there? And I think there'd be some receptivity among the organizers, because it's more important that we be there as an archdiocese in solidarity. Not more important, it is as important that we are there, as important as it is that we raise a lot of funds.
And it is a blast.
It's fun. I saw priests from my childhood. I went to parochial school and so forth, and obviously priests come in and out of our lives, and I found myself zigzagging across the room to greet people I haven't seen in a very long time. So it is a very fun night.
Well, if people want to attend this great dinner, they can on September 26th. All they have to do is go to clergyfunds.org, and at that very same website, they can make a donation at any time to support our priests, both retired and otherwise, who need the help to continue the good work of the church in this archdiocese.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Ann.
Thank you, Father.